Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your general tarot guidance with me, Julie Poole. Tea and tarot time. Grab yourself a cup of tea, put your feet up. Let's have a look what's going on for my beautiful Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising Venus, and cross-watching. And Uranus has just moved into your sign, so you're going to be feeling this very strongly. All right, my beautiful people. Now, this is a timeless reading. Whenever you find it, whenever it resonates, that is when it is right for you. Okay, so I don't want to say it's for the next 2 weeks or the next 4 weeks, or it is for when it is just when you feel drawn to it. All right, my beautiful people. We've got the 9 of coins coming out with the 5 of coins and then the sun. Happy days. We like to see the sun. Okay, we've got the page of cups, center of the reading. We've got the knight of wands with the star. Oh, I say, this is looking rather exciting. We've got the 5 of cups going on. A couple of negative cards, but we're moving into what is looking to be pretty positive. They came out in the general collective, okay? And the Palace of Wands. All right, let me explain. But before I do, let's get you an affirmation card, all right? This is the Tower of Dreams. This is from Hoping to Having affirmation deck. All the cards I use are linked below, along with the links to my website and the pre-order for my book from Hoping to Having. Okay. All right. I am removing stress from my life. I am stress-free and I am in a state of positivity. Let's talk, my beautiful people. Okay, let's start with this then. I am in a state of positivity. I allow negativity and stress to move out of my energy and life easily. Now, we've also got this. This is the universe saying I meant what I said. The same message twice. I am removing stress from my life. I am stress-free. Interesting, they're both reset cards. All right, so let's just have a little chat for a minute about this whole thing about Uranus moving into Gemini, right, or Uranus, depending how you pronounce it, wherever you are in the world. I am not an astrologer and I might not have the pronunciation right, but it's kind of the way that I think of it. Right, now, so what's this about? I'm going to link the video up here at the end that I did on the weekend. Well, it depends when you're watching this, but I'm putting the Uranus into Gemini on a timeless playlist because it's relevant for the next 7 years. Okay, so it's just happened, but it's going to be building and it's relevant for quite a long time until 2032. So because it's in your sign, you'll probably feel it first, okay? And it's all about massive shifts out of Taurus into Gemini. So out of what makes us feel safe and secure and grounded and stable into the way I think, my mindset, new ideas, new thoughts, new communication, very Mercurian, right? You're Mercury led. And so this makes absolute sense for you, and this is the focus for you. Whenever you find this reading, or you may feel drawn to come back to it, there's also a playlist for Gemini specifically, and it'll be on there too. So your main thing, your main focus is looking at your world and life from a different mindset and saying, where is the stress? What's causing the stress? And what can I do about it? Because you're on a mission to remove the stress from your life. I am stress-free. I am in a state of positivity. I allow negativity and stress to move out of my energy and life easily. Now, the thing is with the mindset, it will say, well, there's nothing I can do about it. It's impossible. It is what it is. Just kind of cope, right? That's what the mind will say. But this energy with Uranus moving into Gemini is a different mindset. So we're shifting from nothing I can do about it to I'll find a way to fix this, to reduce the stress, to be stress-free. Now, it might take, well, to be honest, are we ever really stress-free? There's always going to be challenges and lumps and bumps, but is that stress a little bit that hits now and again, or is it a big bit that's constantly present? And that constant pressure, I want that to go, all right? So we're going to Get into this mantra of allowing the stress to move out of your life easily. Don't make it hard. Don't make it difficult. Don't make it complicated. Make it easy. Okay. All right. Let's have a look then. So we're removing the stress. Double message. Okay. So it's lovely to say, oh, my life's a little box of chocolates and rainbows and unicorns, but sometimes life is a bit tough. And we've got the Five of Coins and the Five of Cups, two challenging cards. Fives are generally cards that are a little bit challenging because they're cards of change. And our human nature is that we don't like change. We find it uncomfortable. But that change comes because life is uncomfortable and we want to move into an easier life. Not easy, but easier. So that's what we're doing, right? Look at this last row here with the sun, the star, and the palace of wands, the brightness, the positivity, the good stuff, the empowerment, right? So how do we get from here to here? Right, so let's look at it then. This Nine of Coins, this is all about being independent, self-sufficient, standing on your own 2 feet, not needing anybody to save you, rescue you, that you're in your power to say, I can do it. This is mini Empress energy, right? So it's coming into this space saying, I am creating a world and life for myself that is abundant, that is flowing with all my needs are met. Emotional needs, this is grounded, stable, secure energy, and financial needs. So you are in your power to create what you need because something has been a little bit other way around, okay, a little bit challenging with that Five of Cups. Might have been very challenging. We've got the Five of, did I say Knight of Cups? Five of Cups, Page of Cups, right? So the Five of Cups is a card of sadness, regrets. She's head in the hands like, oh, this is a disaster. And we have that, if you've recently lost someone, a job, a relationship, a home, your health challenges, that yes, of course, we go into this space of this is not nice, right? But the Page of Cups is bringing opportunities to create a new form of happiness. And the Page of Cups often bring us a surprise. We weren't seeing it, we weren't expecting it. So first of all, we want to acknowledge the Five of Cups. Don't pretend it isn't there. If you're feeling sad or upset or regrets, then just acknowledge it. As I look at the clock, it's 11:11, and they just kind of wanted to point that out to me because I don't normally look at the clock. 11:11 is a master number. So, 11 is a master number. We got 11:11, double master number. And the 11 is the self, mastery over self. And so when we look at Uranus moving into Gemini, it's all about that identity and mastery of your identity and the self. So I want you to really come into that energy saying, right, I can, if this is old energy, that Five of Cups that's still present, or if it's new, recent energy, we're going to create from a place of positivity this opportunity that can open up for something new that is going to make you happy. And that's what we want because it has had its challenges. Can't pick it up. I'll have to do it like this. All right. Now, the Five of Coins. Of course, this is another negative card. It's a card of lack, of being left out, of not having any support, of struggling for money. It's a card of victim and woe is me. And there's nothing wrong with a good pity party. I'm all for a good pity party. Have a good cry, have a rant and rave, punch a pillow, and then, get it out your system. And then we're going to move on and take some action because we've got the Knight of Wands with this. So if I've lost my job or the relationship's ended or I'm living in a place that's very isolated with no support, whatever it is for you, Gemini, we're going to step into the Knight of Wands energy. Now, this is an action card. Look at him breathing fire all over the place, all right? That energy of I'm taking action to empower myself forward into my next adventure. I'm going to come at it from curiosity and empowerment, passion, fire in my belly. I've got this. I'm going to move this forward. So if something's ended, it's because something new wants to come in. But we've got the devil here saying, oh, well, there he is. Okay, wrong one. Nah, don't bother. It won't work. You're just, you're always going to be skint and nobody's ever going to support you. The devil is the opposite of positivity, all right? It's our fears and insecurities, our doubts, our wibbles and wobbles coming forward saying it won't work and I can't do it and what's the point and this is a disaster. And it's next to that Five of Cups, which is the sadness card. So the devil wants to hold you in that sadness, like I said, there's nothing wrong with a good pity party. Have a day to just have a rant and rave, maybe a weekend. But then it's like, right, pick yourself up, dust yourself off. Let's tell the devil to do one and let's start moving forward. These are both major arcana cards. So this is an energy that's quite big and quite powerful. But the Chariot says, I can absolutely be victorious over the devil. And the devil can also be addictions. There's a lot of the devil energy coming up at the moment, and I actually like this. Now, you might be thinking, what? Why would you like the devil energy? Because most of us are living with some levels of fear and anxieties and worries and the world at large, and there's negativity around, and pretending it isn't there is just toxic positivity. Let's look at it and then say, right, okay, how do I overcome this? How can I shift my mindset from the negative to the positive? What am I going to do to uplift myself? Get out the house, go for a walk, ring a friend, watch something on YouTube or on telly that is more uplifting, do some healing. What do I need to do about it? So we recognize it and then we say, right, I'm moving through this because that's what's going on. All right, that is what's happening with the energy, is that it feels as if there's more negativity around, but all that's happening is that it's getting clearer so that we can deal with it. And you will deal with it because the Chariot is a card of victory. All right, so yeah, I've got this. I've got this. I'm going to be able to overcome this Five of Cups and the devil energy, this Five of Coins that says I'm a victim and I can't do it, all this disempowering, fearful energy. We're taking our power back, Gemini, and we're stepping into moving this forward from a place of liberation and empowerment and forward movement and driving it forward. But it's all coming from that place of positivity. You cannot move yourself forward from negativity with negativity. You'll just get double negativity. We've got to shift it somehow. So it's, how can I shift it? Gratitude is a wonderful way of shifting it. Loads of videos on YouTube for Reiki, for healing, for raise your vibration, for cleansing X, Y, and Z. So it's taking that action, but on a practical level. Get out of the house, change the energy, change the perspective. And it's then we're moving into this third row, which is beautiful. So we've got the sun, the brightest, most positive card in the deck. The sun is shining a light on it. We can see clearly. We can see those fears and we can overcome them. We can shift into the positive mindset. The sun is the warmth, it's the light, it's the love. And that is who you truly are underneath the negativity. The real you is pure love, pure light, pure essence, pure spirit, and you're getting back into the positivity. And as you do, your star light starts to shine. Your dreams, your hopes, your wishes, your aspirations, your light is coming back. And this is also a card of healing and restoring. So we're coming back into our light. So if you've been feeling dark and dreary and negative and heavy, it's like, right, no, I'm shifting this. And remember, we've got the Nine of Coins, this mini Empress energy to create the abundance, the flow, the prosperity. The Page of Cups is going to bring in those new opportunities, and the Knight of Wands is taking action on it. And then you step into the Palace of Wands. Now, the Palace of Wands is a place, an environment where you are in your power, where you feel empowered, where you feel passionate and excited and energized, right? We've been through a lot of shifting energy over the last few months, and it has drained a lot of people, but the light and the sun is coming back out now. We're moving into a lighter, brighter, clearer energy. But the strong focus at the moment is this shift of Uranus, which is this awakener, moving from Taurus, which is about safety, into mindset thinking. I'm awakening the way I think. I'm coming at it from a different perspective. For those of you who've read my book or want to read my book, From Hoping to Having, I explain in here about the power of that positive thinking and how to get into it, all right? Because that's what you're being asked to do, to shift into a different mindset where you're taking your power, where you're taking your dreams and goals and aspirations with the star card here, and you're bringing them into life. You're giving them life. You're giving birth to them. I really like this for you. Right, let's find out some more. Let's clarify for Gemini. I'm using the Light Seers Tarot here now to clarify. Okay. All right, Gemini, come on. Come on, my beautiful people. How can we guide and help Gemini a little bit more with this? Give me some clarity. Oh, we've got the Chariot again. All right, let me bring the cards down, so the camera down, so you can see. We've got the Chariot here on that 9 of coins. So the 9 of coins, mini empress, independence, providing for yourself, sat next to the 5 of coins, which is the lack. There isn't enough. The Chariot is going to move you forward to be able to make this happen. So we've got the Chariot coming in twice here, and that's victory, forward movement. The brakes are off, all right? Now it's coming in with the 5 of Cups again, so we have to recognize, and the 5 of Pentacles again. Wow, so they're coming up twice. So this is a really strong double message of look at where you're negative, sad, stressed, look at where there's lack, where there's feeling there isn't enough support, love, money, whatever it is, and then step into the Page of Swords, which is that clarity. It is taking action. It's air energy like you, Gemini, all right? This is thoughts, this is social media, this is applying for jobs, this is making phone calls and sending emails, this is taking it forward, right? So you're allowing those thoughts and ideas and opportunities to come through. Pages are the messengers. So look and listen for the messages. It might be a conversation you have with somebody. It might be something that stands out for you in a video you're watching. I was watching Sunny Side of Steve last week, and he said something about values. Are you tying in with other people's values, or are you in your own values? And that really resonated for me. And just that one sentence, like, oh, I need to look at that, all right? And that's the sort of thing that the Page of Swords does. It's an opportunity, a message that is something that shifts that mindset, that shifts that focus, that allows you to move forward. And so that's what you're in, all right? So we're shifting it forward from that 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. We're shifting it forward. We're taking action. We're applying. If this is about money, I'm applying for jobs, or I'm, working with a debt counselor, or I'm applying for a loan, or, whatever it is for you. All right. You're taking that action that's appropriate for you. All right, now we're shifting the energy. We've got the 3 of Cups. This is light and bright and celebration and happiness and connection. And bottom of the deck, I've got the Queen of Wands, which I also want to take. Right, so what we're doing here, Gemini, is we are shifting from that mindset shift. We're recognizing what's hard and heavy and upsetting and difficult. We're working through it from a place of positivity, that I'm going to shift that stress out of my life. And I'm hearing that song, I'm going to wash that man right out of my hair. That's a very old song from the 30s or 40s or something. And you, whatever it is, washing the man out of your hair, washing the job out of your hair, washing the old sadness and trauma out of your hair, just go and have a shower, wash your hair, get it out, get rid of it, come at it from a positive perspective, and then you're stepping into the Three of Cups. I feel uplifted, I am brighter, I might be out here having a coffee with my friends, we're having some fun, I'm shifting the energy from what has been lack into support and companionship. And this might be this Three of Cups. It doesn't have to be personal, friends. This could be a new job you get with a brand new team. All right, this is people supporting you. Now, we've also got the Queen of Wands, and when we look at her, she is very much focused on looking at that fire in her hand, her own motivation, positivity, self-belief, self-worth. Look at her go, and look at her holding that wand above her head. This total self-belief of, I've got this, I can do this. The Queen of Wands is dynamic, determined, go-getting, focused, driven. She totally believes in herself, and that's what you're being asked to do here. Because if we look at this, we have got the Knight of Wands with his Queen. Action, action, power, empowerment, self-belief, feeling good, taking those opportunities that are going to move you towards the Sun, the Star, and the Palace of Wands, a place where I'm empowered, a place where I feel energized. So, sometimes geography and locations can drain you. I go certain places and I feel really drained. I go other places and I feel energized, right? Feel that for yourself. Notice it, clock it, observe it. When I go see that person, I come away drained and tired and down and exhausted. Right, spend less time with them or don't go at all. If I'm in a job where I come home absolutely drained every single day, and right, it's time to look for something else. Right, what am I doing about it? So we're acknowledging it, we're seeing it, and then we're taking the appropriate action. And it doesn't have to be all done the same day, okay? Pace yourself. All right. Now, it's decision time. So we got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is the I don't know card, right? So you might be sitting there right now listening to me thinking, well, yeah, it all sounds good, but I have no idea how to do that. I don't know. And that's okay. You don't know right now. We're going to sit, we're going to look at it, we're going to examine it, we're going to be open to these pages with this opportunities. What could I do? Where could I shift? How can I get out of the stressful space? And then we're going to find out. This is a card of research. All right, I'm going to look into it. And very often, one of the blocks is that I haven't got time. I'm too busy, I'm too tired, I haven't got time. I know it needs to change, but I haven't got any time to try and find an alternative. But this is where you say with that Two of Swords, well, I'll have to find the time. What can I leave? What can I put off? I've got to find the time here. I'm making a decision. The Two of Swords is that uncertainty, the I don't know. So we don't know if we haven't got enough information. So let's go find out. So that might be that you get on the job sites online, that you get on the property sites online, that you talk to a friend, that you ask Spirit to give you guidance, pull some tarot cards, watch some tarot readings, whatever you need to do to find the answers, because the answers will come. Right, so it acknowledges you don't have the answers right now, but you need to find them. They may not find you. So you take that power with saying, right, I'm aligning with them. I'm aligning with the answers are coming to me now. And I'm focused on in the next few days, and I want you to set it. Right, in the next 3 days, it's going to become clearer. In the next 3 days, the answers are flowing to me. Everything is going to start opening up. Start getting into that energy, and then you'll find that it does start to shift. Right, yes. Now we've got the Wheel of Fortune. There's the shift. That is the wheel turning, the timing turning in your favor, that things are now moving you forward. All right. So this is a lovely confirmation. All right. So number 10, endings, completions, new beginnings, the wheel turning in your favor into this new cycle to bring in that sun and the star and that palace of wands with the empowerment. Love it. All right. Let's finish off with an angel message for you. Oh, well, I'll be the one that wants to come. Energy. If you've been saying, I'm too tired, I don't have the energy, I can't do it, it's impossible, the universe is going to give you all the energy you need. All right. This is, look at the light coming down. All right. The energy, the light, the love, the power, the positivity, whatever it is you need, plug yourself into the battery of the universe and absorb that energy. All right, it really helps to be in nature. Around water particularly is very cleansing. To be around trees is very balancing and restoring and healing. Just do what you need to do, but the universe is going to give you the energy to do it. Okay. All right, Gemini, that is what I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll be back soon and I'll see you next time. You have a beautiful day. Lots of love. Bye-bye.